Hey, families of faith. I wanted to share a Jesus story with you today for our Kairos Quest kids. As you can see, I'm out on the bike path next to my house, and I thought this would be a great illustration for the parable of the sower in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 4. It says that the sower went out to sow seed, which is the word of God, and then Jesus tells us about the different types of soil that the seed, the word of God, falls into. So I had a question for you kids out there. Do you think that this bike path would be a good place to try and sow seed, to plant seeds into the ground? I think it goes without saying that's probably not a good idea. But yet we're given this example in the Gospel of Mark chapter 4, where Jesus says that these different types of soil are like the conditions of our heart, and we see one of them is a path that people walk over, a hardened path that people might run on, walk over, ride their bikes on. And that's not the intent of this path, right? We're not supposed to sow seed here, but that is a picture that Jesus paints for us about sometimes the condition of our hearts can be this hard. And so I often think about the Psalm of David that says, "Examine me, Lord, examine my heart, test me if there is any unclean or impure thing in me," because sometimes we can have things in our heart that are not good, that are, maybe we're angry, maybe we're sad, maybe we're just being stubborn and we're upset. And the Word of God can challenge these things. It can convict us. Conviction is a good thing. And that's why I think David prayed, "God, examine me. Examine my heart, see if there's anything in me that is unclean or that is not pleasing to you." And that's the equivalent of if we had hardened hearts, of trying to plant seed on this path. And God calls us to make sure that we're examining our hearts, to make sure the soil is soft, and that when the Word of God comes into our ears and our minds and our hearts, we're in a place where we can receive it. It can change us. It can bring forth fruit, just like a seed in the ground can produce a big tree, or fruit trees and vegetables, or whatever that grows out of the ground. We want to make sure that it's good soil. And that's what God's calling us to do, and what we learn about the different types of soil in the Gospel of Mark. So on Sunday, we're going to look at this a little bit more on Sunday morning. And so I would encourage you, families, to go ahead and read this, chapter 4 of the Gospel of Mark, and really reflect on the different types of soil and what that means. I think it would be a great conversation and different discussion questions to have. We'll follow up with this on Sunday morning, but just wanted to share some thoughts about examining our hearts and making sure that we are good soil, that the Word of God can be planted and bring forth an amazing harvest. So I hope you're all having a great week. Have a great day. I'll see you Sunday.